Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am most delighted to be a speaker at this edition of De Joseph Summit 2019 with the theme Akwa Ibom Beyond Oil, which is held here in Akwa Ibom State. I am greatly honored to have this opportunity to speak at this summit. Also, I would like to thank the convener, Barrister Mr. Morgan Akanem, for his warm welcome address to all the participants and the kind introduction of myself. With your cooperation in this summit, I would like to lead the floor to encourage discussion on the relationships between the SDGs, number 5, gender equality, number 4, education, and number 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure, and the contributions of government and citizens to developing Akwa Ibom beyond oil, one they can proudly call their own. I'm here representing the voices of the future, her youth, her women, her men, and in recognition of their contribution to shape their communities and enhance their lives. My name is Onukwugha, and I am here on a mission. Our voices have been suppressed. Our value has been degraded. Our personality is subjected, and insecurities flow in. Today marks the beginning of a new era. Girls, ladies, and women will no longer be subjected to the victimization of the preceding social ills. We females are here fighting for positive recognition through justifiable means in order to become a priority to the nation. In other words, we would like to be involved in the improvement of the Nigerian economy. We would like to contribute to our environment and become the revolutionaries who rebuild the nation from the helm of the government and not from the passenger seats at the back of the car. I will not stand here and waste precious moments feeding you with fairy tales when they can become a reality. I'm walking on the path of Funmilayo Ransome Kuti. This supporter of women's rights in government is why I am here today. Nigeria has a bright future, but we seem to be stuck in that same dark tunnel. It is very disheartening. I believe that once females are given the chance to manifest our capabilities, things will get better. Do not get me wrong, all the men, I can see they're kind of, looking at me, okay, so she's only going to talk about women. But no, I'm saying that we should bring each other up instead of bringing the other one down. Do you know that women in Nigeria can become the suppliers of the growing chain? Let me tell you how. Firstly, there are about 94.2 million women in Nigeria. This is 49.34% of our total population, which means the women in Nigeria are about half of the total population in this country. Where are we hiding? This is a game of hide and seek, which we did not choose to play. Speaking of games, let's get into politics. We are undermined in the political institution. In 2011, the number of women in the Nigerian House of Representatives were 25 out of 360. As sad as that is, the number reduced in the year 2015 to 17 out of 316 members being females. Why? Some say that this is a coincidence of gender inequality. Okay, what about this? Back in 2015, my school and I went to the Imo State House of Assembly, and I witnessed with my own 2 eyes a female honorable having her contribution denied because politics is not a game for women, which was stated by another male honorable in the seating. That is not a coincidence. We all know that the leaders of our country have strong influences on the masses, so let us engage in a mass movement. Let us tap into the dominant sector of the economy. Statistics show that agriculture, which amounts to 40.2% of the Nigerian economy, is the largest sector. Oil and gas, which we depend on so much, is only ranked number 3 at 14.7%. This means that agriculture is nearly 3 times greater than petroleum and oil products. However, up to 90% of companies depend on petroleum, depend on oil, depend on gas for revenue generation because it signifies wealth. It is easy to invest in. It is found here and there. It's so much simpler. Good governance enhances long-term work plans, which yield positive results for new structures in developing economies. As a good leader, you'd want to generate wealth in various ways for your people. This is what we need to do so that we can have a strong way to come back in case we fall. We need to rediscover our sources of national income. Agriculture helped to make Nigeria the largest economy in Africa back then. If we do not uplift Nigeria now, it will only go down. Let us take another look into agriculture. Did you know that 75% of the farming population is accounted to women? Isn't that spectacular? Sadly, as the years go by, agriculture is fading away, being forgotten, neglected, with the exception of personal consumption. There is a scarcity of adequate tools and equipment that could make this process easier. As oil scarcity has caused many issues, all bad things have a positive side. We have a lot more to offer than the petroleum and the constant fluctuations which have opened our eyes to that. The Akwa Ibom governor, His Excellency, Mr. Udom Emmanuel, referred to diversing the economy as playing the politics of development. This is a game that we all need to play. Nigeria is still seen as an agricultural society, so let us tap into it. This is where our wonderful leaders come in. There are a few problems, however, regarding the state economy, but there are even more solutions. 1. We are too dependent on the oil and gas industries. The solution is left to government planning to create a scheme that will allow us to phase out of oil and glide smoothly into a carbon-free economy. 2. Power providing companies have poor power allocation. Instead, we must invest in solar and wind energy projects, especially with the climate that we have in Nigeria. And number 3, agricultural companies are unable to produce sufficiently for economic benefits. To solve this, adequate technology and facilities should be made available in order to obtain maximum production output. We need your help to improve Nigeria while carrying women along. We need facilities, we need equipment, but mostly we need your support. We need encouragement, a little pat on the back, and a better mentality. One that would not restrict women from becoming national achievers and state leaders. I have a question for you, for all of you. Would you rather be known as the bystanders of a fallen nation or the leaders of an economic diversification? Now I want to ask everyone once again, where has Nigeria gone and where can we go to? This is not a form of ingratitude. It is a revelation where the children of the nation are the ones who are willing to make a difference. I came here today with 2 arms, 2 legs, my shoes on, I'm wearing a dress, my hair is up, everything, okay? But I hope to leave with many influencers, many leaders, many people willing to make a change by my side. We must come together to see the beautiful possibilities, because possibilities are endless, aren't they? Yep. These visions of sustainability turn into realities far beyond the dreams of our founding fathers, and this publishes the history of a new dawn. I have no doubt that there would be huge potential for Akwa Ibom companies in the fields of resources, infrastructure, tourism, education, agriculture, financial services, and IT sectors. And also I can say, Akwa Ibom would benefit from more open and prosperous economy that is fully integrated into the community that is dependent on oil. Excellencies, ladies, and gentlemen, we have an incredible gathering of talent assembled in this room today. Let us use it. Let us go to work. Let us come together. Let us make a change. Let us put smiles on the faces of Nigerians, not only in this country, not only in this continent, but worldwide. On behalf of Pearlville School, my foundation, Dare to Act Foundation, Teen Nation Africa, and I thank you very much for your attention and for your cooperation in advance. Thank you.
Ladies